So okay, so I will be now telling you that really your brain design is to overthink, and you will be surprised. What am I saying? So your number one brain design is to keep you safe. That is why the brain is like a scanner. I told you before, you must have heard, I am telling you again. So your brain is like a scanner and a very super fast computer that you are always scanning threats. So this is your number one design. The second design is you give everything a meaning, and this is very fast. This is the second design. So friends, just to keep you safe, that means you have to stay in your comfort zone. Yes. So when you have to stay in your comfort zone, you have to actually keep yourself in a thinking loop. So when you overthink, can you understand? You are just in a thinking loop. We are thinking, right? So you don't have to do any action. Can you see? That is why you do overthinking, because you have the feel that you are thinking. So can everybody just share one thing which you overthink and you don't do in action? One thing in parenting or anything. Jayashri ji, Vrinda, good evening. Sumit and Amitabh ji, good evening. So good to have you both. Please settle down, because really my presentation will not complete today, I'm telling you, and it is a very interesting session. And people who are missing, जो लोग इसको मिस कर रहे हैं वो गोल्ड मिस कर रहे हैं, ऐसा मैं आपसे ही पूछूंगी. I will ask you at the end of the session. And Sumit, I also want you to participate, and because of your brother, he made a very good suggestion that our timing should be in, like, before timing. For India it should be 7:30, 8:30. That is why we have shifted our timing, because there were more requests also. So you should communicate to your brother that we have taken this suggestion, because it is a very good session for Indian parents, because 90 minutes, earlier it used to be 11 o'clock for you. How do you feel? Vrinda, you are from India. Sumit, you are from India. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you
That
so
was
much. Yeah. So just tell me one thing where you are in a thinking loop, but you don't do it for your children. Acha, I will help you now again. One point each. Everybody, please give me your points. How this overthinking is not helping you. Yes. Who would like to share? Everybody, please participate. I have come here to meet you. Yeah, Sumit, you have to unmute and speak.
Yeah, so like simple example of बच्चा खाना नहीं खा रहा है, or the kid is not having food in time or
Pen
not.
and
Yeah, so
please go ahead.
whatever we think, it depends on the mood. We need to try to, sorry. Yeah, we need to try to just keep talking to the kid, and then we have to try to make the kid eat the food, and not by giving like uh, you know giving the gadgets. But we also know that gadgets are not to be given. So thinking that how it is to be done, it makes like we are thinking unnecessarily that the best option is to keep talking to them and avoid other distractions.
So you are thinking that you will talk, but you don't talk, is it?
Yeah, that happens many times because uh, gathering their attention itself is a big thing if they are into playing or in a mood of watching TV or watching mobile. So yeah, that is one major thing I feel. Like it happened just half an hour back. That's why this example of
Yeah, very good example. How many of you, please show me a thumbs up. You feel you will talk this to your spouse, you will talk about this conversation to your children, but you avoid the conversations. Yeah,
it's more of a procrastination. It's not that we are consciously avoiding, but because
yeah.
we are
So I,
so occupied with other things.
so I will take you through a series of 13 ways. How many ways, Vrinda, of overthinking? 13. I don't know how many we will be covering today, but we will be seeing that what is happening with this overthinking. And your design is to overthink, because in thinking, you feel that you are doing something, you are engaged, but you are not meaningfully engaged. And mostly, your thinking, as survey is showing, it is negative or futile thinking. Earlier, now latest data is in one day, you can please write, all of you have 60,000 to 80,000, like thoughts. And out of them, only 3 to 4,000 are positive. So can you see the overwhelm which you are undergoing, the negative loop that you are into? Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So this keeps you overwhelmed. And if you will go to our earlier childhood days, you will see actually there is a change of place. So like just managing some background noises for me in my background. So yeah. So overwhelm is there because our parents used to have 20,000 to 30,000 thoughts. And this, I'm just giving you not an exact figure. I'm just giving you an approximate. So can you see your grandfather? They must be having some 10,000 thoughts in a day. But can you see the changes? How much our mind is into like a knowledge overwhelmed world, that then anything which comes in front of your eyes or your five senses, your processor actually gets stimulated and you start processing it. So I request Mini, Praveen, Jayashri, all of you, see, if I close like this and if I tell that today's session is going to be really a very powerful session, how do you feel? Do you feel really that power, or can you see me? And I have honestly come here to meet you people.
चुन चुन चुन
So I have actually come here to meet you. You will be really amazed to know that today I didn't even had lunch. It was an overwhelming day for me. But still, I am here to meet you. And this I do every week. So for meeting, I want to request each one of you to switch on your cameras and please participate. Because if you will participate, I would be actually able to see how the training is going for you. So if you see, I hope you can see my screen. This is today what we are going to see. Can you see the full screen? Can anybody speak? Yeah,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
any? Yeah, okay. So see, actually what happens when you are having so many thoughts, these thoughts actually give you a feeling. Many of you must be feeling sad, overwhelmed, worried. Why I'm saying only negative? Because we want a solution for our negative feelings and these disempowering thoughts, the thoughts which are not helping us. The good thing, I am blessing you. It should be there in your life all the more. But friends, it is only in Asian culture that I see most of you that we are not taught since the childhood how to manage our feelings and thoughts. How many of you are coming from a background wherein there is too much rituals in your religion? इस समय ये काम करना है, at this time you are supposed to do this, and the festivals, can you see? So there is a dictation which is coming from the culture and religion more than freedom, and this was for a purpose. Society, to control us, never taught us what to do with our feelings and emotions. And I'm so sorry, here all the people who are here, Deepika, Praveen, Jayashri, when we don't know, how can we teach our children? So when your child comes to you that I'm feeling angry or I'm feeling sad and depressed, honestly, tell me, you don't have answer because you don't know. Yes or no? Show me a thumbs up. Do you have answers when your child comes to you? I'm angry. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm in a low mood. Most of the time, the children are not sharing only because they know that there is not no answer which is going to come. But let me tell you, you can create your feelings. You have that power. And some cultures are there, like South America, where from the childhood, the children are taught how they can control their thoughts and feelings. Because if somebody is sad, for example, or in a low enthusiasm, like you don't want to do any work, how can you control this? Can you see my slide? Your thoughts and your feelings are actually mutually related. You have to work here. Can somebody tell me that you are seeing you are able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. So can all of you see there is a depressed cycle? And why I'm talking about this, because mostly we are in a loop of a negative cycle. That this is an example of an office, because most of you are working. Oh, that meeting or that work I did today in the office was complete waste of time. See the loop. I'm just showing you the loop with an example. And your feeling is you are fed up. Then from this feeling, because you don't have control over your staff or your client or anybody outside in your environment, you come to your own self. Oh, it was my fault. Can you see the loop? From there, you went to fed up. From fed up, you generated another thought. It was all my fault. And from here, you start feeling miserable. And then you certainly have another thought. Example, this is just a hypothetical example, but you will relate with your day-to-day life. It seems I'm not able to do it. It seems, what do I do? I'm losing my grip. And then you become worried and sad. Then again a thought comes, oh, I'm completely useless. So you feel utterly miserable. And most of the teenagers and youth and children who are into academic pressure, they deal this. Oh, today the school was very hectic. They are fed up. I could not do much today. They feel miserable. I don't know what to do. I'm losing my grip. How do I do? They become worried and sad. Oh, I'm completely useless and utterly miserable they become. And this is just like a cigarette smoking, a loop of negative cycle. So can you see, the first thing I want all of you to do is maintain a thought record. You can say this journaling also. Like, which situation, Lata ma'am, you have a paper also with you. If you will zoom it, if you will show to people those 4 printouts, just you can show and we can put in the. Can all of you see this? We are going to show you. We are going to tell you a particular event and which thought is coming up. If you will maintain it, what you can do with the thought, because you are continuously into this cycle, because your brain doesn't want to take action. You know this already. Your brain is designed for procrastination. So by the time madam is coming, I want to ask, till now, whatever I shared, how do you see in your life? Do you think it makes a little sense as a new thing which came to you? अपूर्व द्विवेदी, आपको आपको अभी तक जो शेयर किया उसमें अपने जीवन में कुछ दिखा?
जी हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत देखा हमने।
क्या क्या
तो
दिखा आपको स्पेसिफिकली?
ओवर थिंकिंग कभी कभी हमारे साथ भी हो जाती है, कभी कभी फ्रस्ट्रेशन भी होता है, लेकिन धैर्य रखने से काफी समस्याएं हल हो जाती हैं। तो खैर करके सीख रहे हैं धीरे धीरे।
अभी मैंने जो पीपी, कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश फुल्ली और इट इज हिंदी इंग्लिश विथ यू?
इंग्लिश एक्चुअली हम समझ जाते हैं, लेकिन ये है कि हमारा जो
बोल।
वर्किंग कंडीशन है टोटल हिंदी है या सब कुछ है, तो समझ जाते हैं, लेकिन वो फ्लुएंसी इंग्लिश नहीं है। समझ में पूरी जाता है आपकी, लेकिन वो फर्राटेड अंग्रेजी बोल नहीं पाएंगे, काम चलाओ जवाब दे देंगे अंग्रेजी में।
अगर आप इन सेशंस में आते रहेंगे तो आपका इंग्लिश स्पोकन की गारंटी मैं लेती हूँ। आप आइए and you should come and you should try speaking in English, because this is an environment, all of you, I expect that you are not judging anyone and you are here, you can be vulnerable and you can share your life. Here we are a team and a family. मेरा आपसे सवाल ये है कि अभी मैंने जो 2-3 स्लाइड्स बताई, that thought and feelings are interconnected. If we want to work on the feeling, we should work on the thought. And I showed you one example also, how that loop is one thought creating a negative feeling, then another disempowered thought, another feeling. Do you think this cycle you can see in your life? मेरा ये सवाल है।
क्योंकि
Yeah.
many times actually I am fighting in Supreme Court of India to special children education, and I am running the national level association. So various experience phase in my life, तो बहुत सारी चीजें रोज होती रहती हैं, तो बहुत सारे थॉट आते रहते हैं, क्योंकि जब आप एक एसोसिएशन चला रहे हैं या कोर्ट में लड़ रहे हैं। और आई एम फाइटिंग सुप्रीम कोर्ट सिंस 2016 and got the landmark judgment released Honorable Supreme Court of India, and RTH में जो भारत में अमेंडमेंट हुआ है, भारत सरकार का गजट जारी हुआ है, तो ये सारी चीजें हमने मतलब कि है, तो इसलिए बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंस मिलते रहते हैं। तो बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी हैं, और बहुत बार निगेटिव थॉट आते हैं, बहुत बार फीलिंग्स आती है, बहुत बार लोग मिस यूज करते हैं, बहुत बार लोग तमाम आरोप लगाते हैं। तो कुल मिला के तो इन सब चीजों का आप लोगों के आशीर्वाद थोड़ा बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है।
Yeah, this experience is with all of you. The negative loop and the thought and the feeling. You are mostly into a overwhelm, non-productive kind of, thinking, because your brain keeps you in a thinking loop. That is what my biggest takeaway of this session is, that you are into a thinking loop and a negative loop, like a cigarette smoker all the time. I showed you one slide that a thought creates a feeling which is not helping you, and same thing is happening with your children. So, and your brain doesn't want you to take action because your brain is designed for procrastination. So first I want each one of you to see this and share with your life whether this is making sense. Then I will tell you the 13 ways you are entangled. 13 ways I will tell you. So, Vrinda, do you see this, whatever I shared till now? Can you share just in 30 seconds? What do you see in your life? Yeah, you have to unmute and speak. And Vinda, what do? You can give an idea to the people. You are heading some hospital chain, is it?
1 second. Yeah. Can you hear me, ma'am? Can you hear? Can you hear? No? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With respect to the question, I often have this thought loops, especially in office meetings, or in especially when you have a lot of reports. That time where we keep judging among our own management people, and we get overwhelmed, and it bombards us, and 50% of the time goes only in finding faults rather than finding solutions. I find that more. And with respect to house, there are certain areas where with the spouse, there's certain incidents which happens, and the same loop keeps happening again and again. So these are the two things. With child, maybe like, yes, on certain topics, when you're taking out TV away and you want to tell him, and he makes a fuss about it, and again the same chemistry comes back. So this is all there. So I feel this is just so fast that you can't take it over. It at least takes 15 minutes of your time.
Yeah,
That's what I.
yeah, and it is not helping you. See, everybody,
Yeah.
I want to make a request. When Vrinda is sharing or anybody is sharing, please try seeing your life. The first thing I said, that you want to make certain conversations with your spouse, but do you really do it? You avoid it.
Yes.
You want to make certain conversations to your child, but you avoid it for your peace. And Vrinda, because I
Yes.
know you a little, we are going to work also together. Your both children are double eagle. So
Double.
double eagle. So they are
Okay. Okay.
power. So they are both power personality,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So they must
Yeah.
be they must be all time rejecting your ideas, your proposals. Yes or no?
Yes, it is tough to parent them actually.
Yeah.
They're
Here,
very,
same here, my double eagle.
She's
yeah,
also a
4.5
mother of
year
a
old,
double
very
eagle, 4 years.
difficult.
Yeah. So can everybody see? So good it is. She has not started working with the sessions with me, but see the pointer she has, because you should know the persona and personality of your husband. And you are, madam, your husband is a big gynecologist, right? You are
yeah,
heading a chain of hospitals. Can you see the amount of pressure you have here? And all of you, in whichever
yeah.
profession you are, medical is always a very more
Hectic.
frustrating. Okay. It is not a very happy zone. People who are sad and they want to get treated, they come to you. So
Correct.
they are
Correct.
sucking your energy, and even your management people are in the same frame. Even I will tell for another person who is here in the police setup, Shiv Godara ji. So he also has all people who are coming to him with a lot of, like pain or problem. So can you see this is coming here? And if you are attending this session, all of you. This is going to help you. But I want to request Apur Trivedi, Jayashri, and Hansa ma'am, Osman ma'am, and to please open your, because I've just come here to meet you so that we can know each other. And then later, the intention of such live sessions is that some of you or all of you join our community wherein we work more closely with you. At present, many of you are strangers for me. But when I know you, we work more closely with you. So that is an intention of creating a community. So all of you are agreeing. I cannot come to each one of you. I will come to others very shortly, and I want you to please participate. And I hope you can see my screen. Is it? So can you see anxious cycle? Anxious cycle you can see? So
Yes.
yeah, okay, thank you. It is full screen, is it? Is it full screen?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you. Actually, I need confirmation so that it is internet, so we need to really see. See, another thought.
No,
And
no,
see,
no.
when I am sharing about you, actually the same thing is happened with children also. 7 years, 8 years, children are feeling anxious. These are new data of mental health. So if you will see, there was a big meeting today. This is according to office setup. And this created a feeling of apprehension. Then the person is again overthinking something. I'll never be able to manage, because generally you slide into these negative things only and you become worried. They will think, many of you sharing here must be also seeing that what people are judging you while I'm making you comfortable, because most of the time the biggest fear for people is what other person will think. This is also one of the patterns of overthinking. I will show you later. And you become highly anxious. And when you are totally let down in another thought, you become panic. So you need to ask these 4 questions, all of you. You can take a screenshot, like, if you are having any thought, how am I seeing things today? If you see, if I am using this specs, I am seeing things with this frame. And the new frame which I am going to give you in today's session, first the step is identifying your thinking patterns. Okay, then I will give you a solution. So you have to see, how do I see things, what went through my mind at that time, what did I intake. You have to be really mindful. What is it about this which matters to me? What does this event and situation mean to me? Like, how important it is, or what does it mean to me? You have to ask whether, in short, in single sentence, whether this thought and feeling is helping you or not. So the first type of thinking, my dear friends, is predicting a worst outcome. If something will go wrong, it will be a disaster. If somebody is frowning, you are feeling rejected. Every twinning is a sign, like if you see, of serious illness. If I make a mistake, I will lose my job. I am losing control completely. Can you see, some people have the habit, my heart is beating too fast, so might be something is wrong. So can you see, this is the first type of overthinking which human beings do, and many of us must be doing everywhere, including parenting, predicting a worst situation. Second is overgeneralizing. If something has happened, like, you always forget to, these are some, assuming about people, and even about your own self. Like, I'm casual, like I forget to do things. My staff forgets to do the things I ask. See, please make points, because I will ask you after 5 slides I have shared, like which kind of overthinking you do in your life with your example. Politicians
even I'm
always tell lies.
messaging everybody, please make points. Please, I request to make points for helping other parents.
So the first one is like catastrophizing, which is predicting the worst outcome. The second is overgeneralizing. We do always things a certain way. Oh, I'm such a fool. Anything. Giving yourself label. And here I will tell you, not only the negative labels, the positive labels also are actually limiting you. If you say somebody is good, you are actually setting an expectation that all times the person has to be looking good. The third kind of overthinking is exaggerating, like giving any negative event more importance than it really deserves. Like somebody said something to you, and that is there in your mind all time, while it was a small thing. If you are getting present to any such thing, please make a note. I will be coming back to you to see how it is happening in your life. Like you go for a parent teachers meeting and the teacher says something, a small thing, remark, but for you, it is all time. It's like a worry for your child. And many things here, like I'll never get over it, I can't bear it, people never enjoy being with me, I'm too shy, I'm introvert, like this. Another kind of overthinking is discounting the positive. Discounting is you are not able to see the good thing which came to you at that moment. And you are not able to count the good things. You are rejecting the good things as if they don't matter to you. You are not able to see that. Or you are just seeing things like I'm wearing this specs no with a negative filter. And really, friends, this is mostly a negative filter, which the perception filter in human beings was formed 0 to 7 years. So the environment has already given you a filter. If you are into a good environment, your filter will change. You will have more good clarity, or otherwise you will have a foggy filter. You will not be able to see good things, empowering things. Like it's just that I was lucky. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. And one is this very important, mind reading. You already try to read people's mind. What are people thinking? What are people saying to me? So can you see this poster? You are all time trying to read people's mind. So can each one of you please share with me that, can you see this is actually hampering the quality of life? Now please give me live examples. Then only I will feel that this is making sense to you. Then only I will share other 7 overthinking patterns. Total 13 are there, which I'm bringing to you today. Yeah, who would like to share from their life? Nilima ji, I cannot see you. There is so much darkness. Yeah, Deepika, you are saying something. We cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yes, Deepika, we can hear you.
Hello. Yeah. Actually,
this is
madam,
Nilima.
I'm
Okay.
driving. I'm driving. And I'm in driving right now.
Okay,
I'll be
okay.
back in 10 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So where is Prakash ji? Where is your husband? He was there. I saw
Yeah,
him.
actually, actually,
हम दिल्ली जा रहे हैं
he
सर.
went to Delhi.
Achha. Okay, okay.
He went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Delhi. So we were on way. So I'm coming back to my home, and he went to station, railway
Okay,
station.
okay, okay, okay. I saw him, so I asked. And we would be making for you a group
Yeah,
today, as you wanted to discuss something. And we did not get time
yeah,
to communicate to you.
Sure.
So thank you so much.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anybody
All
who
right,
wants
ma'am.
to share, anybody, the 5 overthinking patterns which I showed you, over exaggerating, generalizing. What were the three more? Can you see in your life? Yeah, Sumit, please share. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly I feel catastrophizing and discounting the positive. These two are the ones who
Example.
uh,
Give us example.
like catastrophizing. Like, see, someone is traveling, so we feel like our near and dear ones are traveling. Will they reach in time? If they reach in time, they would. I mean, unless and until we get their call that they have reached safely, we are always. I mean, this happens to me. I don't know about others, but this is there. Then discounting the positive is like i- we
Just wait, just
always
wait,
try
just
to.
wait, just wait.
Okay.
Stay there. How many of you worry about your loved ones? What they are doing at home, whether my child has reached. Yeah. How many of you? Yeah, small children. Vrinda, when you are at work. Nilima, about you have your
Yes,
son.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Always worries.
So can you see this is a pattern. Who you are, all of you are just patterns. If you want a new life, you need to break the pattern and to have a new perception filter for your relationships, for your like own self. It starts with you, and then the environment. And this comes with you have neuronic connections. These connections, they take minimum 2 months to make permanent impressions in your own self. So anything which you are learning today, if you will not practice for 2 months, it is not going to show up as permanency. And I tell every time, knowledge is cholesterol. Knowledge is not going to help you. And knowledge comes and goes. You absorb only some few, like very minimal things in a day. Because at night, your subconscious, when you are deep asleep, it does a processing. So all the information which matches your values, which matches your what do I say, the events of the past which are safe for you, and the third thing is which are matching your thought process. Those, from the conscious mind, the things go to the unconscious mind, and whatever is in your unconscious mind runs you as a pattern and a life. That is why all whatever you are learning, you have to put this in your habit. So Sumit, I am giving you one solution to each one of you. So consider toothbrush. Toothbrush. So consider I am having a toothbrush. Okay, I am showing you a toothbrush so that you will remember. Okay, the women, when you are really combing your hair, you can do that. Or when you are brushing, okay, in the morning. So when you do all that, you spit, okay, like whatever you are doing, you spit this whatever top three overthinking patterns which you see. This I do more because you are doing it unconsciously. Because you are a machine. You, as a human being, you are a machine. And I tell every time, now also I am telling that you are not human being. You are always, you are human thinking and you are human doing. And mostly you are not thinking and doing. Because brain does not like discipline, including me. So can the brushing routine, three top patterns, whatever you discover today with me, we have another 15 minutes, friends. So whatever we do, it has to sync. So we can have a part 2 also, don't worry. Because this is, I will show you the slides to all of you. And I will give you the PPT also in the group, the Yes Parent Participant group. but I am telling you, this
Thank
has
you,
to
ma'am.
come as a change. Okay, so brushing routine, anything which you will put with your routine, you will be able to do it. Okay, otherwise you will forget. This will be like a good Coca-Cola gas session. So, yeah, Sumit, the second pattern which you said,
Yeah,
with
discounting the
example.
positive. Discounting the positive is like all the facilities that we have, as in we always, you know, uh, if you exactly relate it to like your socio-economic strata. So if we think that to be always like, okay, इसके पास ज़्यादा है या वैसा होता तो और अच्छा होता. So in those regards, if we are always thinking that, okay, I want more, I want more. So being with the fact that, okay, whatever I have, I need to be content. And instead of saying discounting the positive, we can say count the blessings.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point. But here, Sumit, I don't want all of you not to be, so contented, because we are already contented in many ways. That is why we are procrastinating. Okay. So
Okay.
can you count the blessings? What do I want more? What do you want more, Sumit?
More, I would prioritize my health first,
Yeah,
and then maybe I can think of traveling.
traveling. So for traveling, you need money. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need money to travel. Yeah. And at present, you can have, like you are already doing well, you can count other blessings. So can you see? We can do both the things together.
Okay.
Because really, the biggest luxury all of us are having is we are alive. Second, we are healthy. And Sumit, you are a yoga therapist.
Yeah.
Can everybody write a blessing for them, for their child? Because I always say, you take my child and I take yours. Nobody will give me. Nobody is going to give your child, right? So just tell me one good blessing about your child. Each one. It's a parenting session. You feel
Okay.
happy to have this child. God gave you the right child. Everybody has to speak. I'm not in hurry. Yes. Sumit,
Okay, I'll
starts
start.
with you. Hmm.
Yeah, he knows how to, melt
You have to
down.
tell the age, boy
Uh,
or girl, and the blessing. Okay, I'm writing
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
my son's age is 7, and he very well knows how to maneuver our mood, and he melts down us by his what you can call ada hoti hai uski ek, and I love his energy.
Energy. So the
Yeah,
blessing is you have an energetic child.
yeah,
And the child knows how to show love to you. You feel happy when he expresses in a certain way.
yeah.
He knows how to make your mood, how to lift your mood.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So very good. Yeah, Shiv Godaraji, what is your blessing? I think where is he? Okay. Yeah, you are on mute.
Sir, you're on mute.
आवाज आ रही है
Yes.
मैडम?
Yes, yes.
यस मैडम।
सब
ये मेरे दो बेटे हैं और
दोनों की
दोनों बेटे
बताइए।
हैं
एज
जी।
बताइए और ब्लेसिंग बताइए।
बड़ा बेटा है वो 20 साल 21 साल का हो गया अभी, और छोटे वाला है वो 19 साल का है।
ओके।
गुड ब्लेसिंग ये है कि वो दोनों ओबीडियंट है और जो अपने पढ़ाई के प्रति फोकस्ड है, बिल्कुल अच्छे से कर रहे हैं, और उनको अपना लाइफ का जो एम और लाइफ के जो पर्पज है उसके बारे में अवेयर है वो। तो ये एक माँ बाप के लिए बहुत बड़ी ब्लेसिंग है।
या
मेरे
ये
लिए
जो
भी तो।
this obedience is actually for parents, okay?
यस मैम।
It is not giving me in my ears the freedom word, okay? So
ये
this will not be the
ये
blessing.
मैडम मेरे लिए कि मैं
ये
बता रहा हूँ,
आपके लिए
मैं मेरे लिए
Yeah.
बता रहा हूँ, दूसरों का तो मैं कैसे बता सकता हूँ।
correct. So more
Yes,
than
ma'am.
obedience, we would look for expression. Obedience, what I am understanding is that they are following your instruction. And actually, everybody, you are doing good parenting, everybody. But here we are not actually coaching you to nurture your children to follow your instructions. Okay? We are actually encouraging here to make your children express fully, full-blown self-expression. Everybody, if you can write it. Because this is very important. Discipline is very good. And yes, the father who is here, because he is into a police setup, he is a big police official. So for him, discipline matters. So for him, in his pattern, can everybody see the pattern? Obedience is one of the pattern which is coming, and I have a request like this is a like it is good. I am telling you, I am not telling that this is no not good, but we have to break this pattern because your children and Nilima ji, your children and anybody's child who is more than 16 years of age, you have to have a parenting of I am right, you are right, and 100% friendship. Can you all write? 100% friendship is needed at this age, and it is very difficult because today's generation is very different. Everybody, do you know there is something called as generation gap? You even if you say I understand my child, no, we cannot. We have to ask the child. Because your child is iPhone 14 and you are, can anybody unmute and tell me? Nokia.
Nokia.
Yeah, I'm telling you scientifically. That is why, while you all are doing very well. So, focus I have written and they know their life purpose. This is really a blessing because everybody, your child is here on planet Earth with a purpose. And the earlier you identify the purpose, you will be able to nurture the soul purposefully. And at present, you all are headless chicken. Yes or no? You don't know your purpose. You just have a to-do list daily. You live life as if you are going to live forever. Yes? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes,
You are.
ma'am.
So that is why, can all of us just find our purpose of parenting by identifying the patterns of overthinking because your design is to overthink. Yeah. So Nilima ma'am, what is your one blessing of your child? I am writing it because I am going to monitor it.
Yeah, actually, Meet has a special quality. He has a mercy for everything, like poor and like all that. He's has mercy for everyone.
Ma'am, how old is Meet?
20.
20. Okay. So can everybody, we can learn from Nilima ma'am how to raise a compassionate child because this is one of the parenting principles we need to put in our children. And your children must be having this, but we need to nurture this more. Compassionate human beings. Yeah, ma'am, we are asking only one. So we will come to Deepika Mistry, madam. Deepika Mistry, ma'am, is there? Prakash ji, meet ke बारे में what do you want to share? One blessing. Something else. You cannot take this compassionate thing. Tell us another quality about Meet.
His remembering power is very good, madam.
Yeah, so Prakash ji, he's intellectual, the quotient, the IQ,
Yeah.
the memorizing. He's
Yeah.
blessed with this. So
Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot.
yeah. So can you all see? Now all of you have to wear a band like this. Next time when you feel angry or you want to give correction to your child, You need to remember this blessing which you are telling me now, because you will just forget the blessing in your anger.
70. नाश्ते में क्या क्या आएगा?
Can you all understand?
नाश्ते में भेज में कटलेस आएंगे तो पोहा है.
I want you to remember this blessing. That if you are having 2 children, you can wear 2 bands or 2 rubber bands also. If all time you will be in this like counting the blessing of your child, you will be able to converse in that way to your child, because nobody likes correction. Nobody likes, and I am not correcting anybody, I am not judging anybody. Here I am just using your pointers for training and development. I am telling you, everybody here wants an obedient child. Yes or no, please, everybody raise your hand. The people who are not raising, I don't believe you. And Jayashri and Amitabh, you are having just 1 year old, 1 or 2 year old child. Can you see all of you? Inaz, you also want her to be obedient. How old is she? Inaz? 2 years. Just a toddler. Everybody, 100% blood cells are active in 0 to 5 years. Give your children a life of a king or a queen. Let them express. And how you have to correct them comes with a formula which you should ask me later. Now,
Ma'am, till what age? Sorry, till what age we should treat them like a king or a queen?
till 7 years. Till
7?
subconscious conditioning. Yeah. 5 years is a mandate, but till 7 years, the child is into subconscious hypnosis. Everything is going into the child. The child is in a very sharp brain state. You tell me, madam, which brain state is the child?
A subconscious programming state?
Yeah. 0 to 2 years, the child
Delta
is in
state.
delta state. Yeah. 2 to 7 years. Anybody? The child is in theta state. And 7 years to 12 years, it is alpha state. When you get up in the morning, you are in that half sleep. You are in a very good hypnotic state, natural hypnosis, which is alpha state. The deep sleep which you should have, just half an hour deep sleep is good. That is the delta brain wave state you should go into. So this is what, when you know, you can work on your children. Till 12 years of age, the subconscious really is very responsive to the father and the mother's voice or the people around. So anybody having children below 12 years, if you will give them sleep hypnosis, sleep talk, you will see a change in the child. So now we will come to another 5 overthinking patterns. And then I will ask the people who have not shared, like I will ask your blessings, okay? So Jayashri, I have to ask, Deepika, I have to ask, Digambarji, I have to ask, Inaz, I have to ask, and Apurva, and Khansa ma'am. I think Khansa ma'am is from Fujairah Hospital, if I'm right.
Yes, ma'am. I've called her so many times.
She's from Fujairah. Okay. She is I think I've met her. She was my treating doctor. She's a gynecologist. So yeah. So I hope she's seeing the session, because when the cameras are off, I really don't know what is, how whether the multitasking is happening or not, because human beings are in a trap of multitasking also, like overthinking. So that is why I request, please, cameras on. Now, can you see my slide full screen? Can anybody speak? Can anybody
Yes, ma'am.
tell?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
thank you. So this is again another pattern of overthinking, like predicting the future. This is also overthinking pattern. Like everything is bound to go a certain way. This is also a trap. Even if you are not thinking it will go wrong, see, here we have used the extreme overthinking patterns. But even the slightest one are not empowering. It will be no use. I am not able to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to coach my, like correct my child, or I don't know how this bad habit of my child I can work on. I don't know how to, this particular way, my child is daily into TV and gadgets, which is not helping my child. And even you are doing for your own self and others. So this is also one pattern. Then there is extreme thinking, which is black and white thinking. We have a chapter and a video on black and white thinking. So those people, we will put it in your group. Lata ma'am, can we put this video, black and white thinking video, more elaboration? So
Yes,
sometimes,
ma'am, and I request everybody to give takeaway.
yeah, okay, yes. Here I will stop my slide. The takeaways are taken from you because these takeaways go to 300, 500 closed community of smart natives. So then people think that this is really worthwhile coming here. Otherwise, they think this is just like any other marketing session. This is just, yes, of course, this is marketing. If I will not market you to join the silver membership, nobody will know. Nobody will join. We are just making you aware. If you are coming to this session, if you are liking me, my face, my knowledge, and you are feeling that you can trust me, you want to share more with me, come to a little closer community, little, take one step forward, which is our silver membership. We give you one coach also, like Lata ma'am. How many of you really appreciate Lata ma'am, the follow-up she does with you selflessly? Raise your hand. Because yeah, see, so many hands for you, ma'am. Because can you see? Can you get this love? Because at times she comes to me, ma'am, I'm really, I don't know. And then you are becoming emotional also, but she's doing by heart. From her heart, she wants to give you this love. And I'm so happy that you are receiving it. So don't take her call as a pressure. You can always tell her whether that time, you are busy, she can call you at some other time, because we are ensuring that we call you in a limited time only. So can everybody, this is what my request to you is, if you will give a takeaway, I am telling you, so many people will be benefited. That is what my greediness is. I want the community to grow. In 6 months, I want 15,000 parents to benefit with all these sessions. And I promise you that I will give you solutions also, whatever best in my capacity. So quickly taking you, my dear friends, to another overthinking pattern. We will send you a video also. This is black and white thinking. Extreme thinking, like you are thinking too positive or you are thinking too negative. Both are actually judgmental. So both thinkings are, we want you to be like flexi mode on even good thinking, because every time a person cannot be good to you, because he or she is a human being and has chances of raising the voice, breaking the rules, not being obedient, not saying yes to you, not being well behaved. So give people freedom to express, and you can also set your boundaries, like what works with you and what does not work with you. If a loud voice does not work with you, you can tell nicely to the other person that this does not work with me. Can you speak nicely to me? Or can we speak at another time? And can you remember the same thing for your own self as parents? So now, taking things personally. This is also an overthinking pattern. I was not asked. They do anything. My spouse takes decision on their own. He did not ask. She did not consider. asking me this advice. This waiter is just not listening to me. You are criticizing me. Can you see? And make a note, make a note. I will be coming back to you to ask, because predicting this and taking the blame, this is the next one. Always, because this is a default design. What is a default design? To complain, to blame, to criticize, to correct. We love doing it. So, and so another person has to really, be present to whether we are taking the responsibility or whether we are blaming the other person. And for children, they are soft targets of parents because they commit so many mistakes, because they are just learning. So we get chances as big human beings to correct the small human beings. But believe me, in this package, we are taking away their confidence. Even a 4-year-old child knows what will come after 29 is 30, but looks upon to the people on the left and the right, whether he is right or wrong. I'm just giving you one life example, and you can see example of your child where your child's self-esteem and self-image and self-talk, self-confidence is not up to the mark. Emotional reasoning. This is also, becoming like emotional reasoning are mistaking feelings for facts. Like if somebody has to say, I love you, it has to be seen by your 1, 2, 3 ways. Like I have people who say, oh, I love, but why do I need to say? My actions show that I love. My 16-year-old daughter, she always looks upon me that, and others, she has a pattern that, am I cared? All time she needs action of people around her caring her. But now when I have told her my pattern is for importance, I'm working and I'm so much working on it. So like when not given, importance, so I feel, somewhere I could not do that. So this is one of my pattern. Like this, more patterns you can identify for your own self and you can share with me. So now you have to share the blessing and you have to share your pattern. These are 2 things, and 3 more patterns are there. So if we will do it quickly, it will help us. So Digambar, what do you think, is a blessing of your child? And when Digambar is sharing, everybody be interested. This is community parenting.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters. One is 20 years, another is 22. So 20 years old daughter, always happy, pleasant. So whenever she asks something, then I will try to give my best. And she is always energized. That's why giving energy to us also. And 22 years old, that daughter, if I tell that I want to eat something like that, so she will prepare that, or she will do another thing, any preparation for my any work. So that is the blessing for me.
So she's caring. Your
Yes,
22 years is caring. Your 20-year-old is a very happy and pleasant. And
yes,
so she makes you feel happy when you are
yes,
around her.
yes,
See, this is for all parents. Your children, they care for you. I'm telling you. They care for you. They want to make you happy. They want to see in your eyes the acknowledgement that they are doing good, that you don't need any plus and minus from them. No adding and no subtracting. They want this from you, that experience, that you accept them the way they are. And can everybody right now Write it. However way people are, it works. However way people are, it works. When you will say this to yourself, you will be able to accept people more. And believe me, daily people are giving you a chance. They trigger you. Why they trigger you? Because their values are different and your values are different. That is why in my coaching, we identify the 3 values of a person and then we do a family match the column. You know, my value is integrity, honoring the word, energy, enthusiasm, excitement. And do you know my husband's value is enjoying, relaxation, fun. Can you see a mismatch? And when I was given a coaching, that first you have to give your spouse the freedom to express his value. It was difficult for me. I'm telling you, the training what I am doing is not easy. Lata ma'am, is it easy? It is very hard. And there
When
is
you start
unique.
seeing it, it's not easy. But if you don't work on yourself, the same complaint you will be having from children. And then you will be saying, Mera bacha aisa hai. It's not your child, it's you, your mirror.
आपका mirror है. You made this child. You are the machine who has given birth, whether father or whether mother. The child is 49% parents and 51% the environment. And you don't know parenting. Marriages are planned, pregnancy is accidental, and parenting is experimental. You are doing the way you were taught parenting or you learned parenting. And I have data that children in their early childhood decide how their marriage is going to be. I married a person who is exactly like my father because I loved my father so much. So I was just imagining, and most of the like women, they do. They generally imagine their father in their husband. This is also there. So can you see my values? And when my husband used to come back from hospital, being a doctor, he used to tell he wants to sleep. I used to think, how much sleep? He sleeps so much at night. Then he here also sleeping. I never understood how his, value was. And the day I started giving him, okay, I will close the curtain. You please sleep. I will not disturb you. I will go out. Otherwise, I generally have most of the time sessions. And my room, even you will feel there is a comfort zone in your house where you want to sit and work. And at times, this is not a comfort zone for your family members. So can all of you see that happy and your child, what your child is expecting from you? Acceptance is the first thing. Love is not. Can everybody? A serious training is happening. I hope you people are writing. This is the biggest takeaway I want to give you. The second your child wants is respect. A lot of respect in your conversation, in making him feel worthy, capable, good enough. If you can write these 3 words. And loved. Love comes later. And you need to know who your child is, and then we need to nurture the child. So yes, Digambarji, thank you. Jaya, what do you see as a blessing? And just we have completed our 1 hour, 15 minutes. So let us share shortly. And yeah, everybody, so that everybody gets a chance. Yeah, Jaya, how old are your children and what do you see in today's session? Blessing. You are mute. When Jaya is sharing, it is like your sister is sharing. Be interested. Be curiously engaged. Wait. Because this is training. You are not curiously engaged in your stuff. You are not curiously engaged in your child. You are not curiously engaged in your spouse. So curiously engaged is like, oh wow, what is Jaya going to share now? Yeah, Jaya. This is training, okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
First of all, I would like to thank you because you teach us like a mother or God, whatever. Your big guidance for us. You and Lata ma'am are seriously God gift to us. I missed 10 to 15 session because I think down there is a fire today. The Wi-Fi was, coming and going. So I just missed it 15-20 minutes. Blessings is, when I cry, she hold me like mother.
How old
Like
is your child?
she's 14.
14. Okay. Teenager.
Yeah.
Teenager.
Yeah, teenager.
Yeah.
I can't say.
Yeah.
It's very,
Yeah.
very, very softly to handle a child like my one, especially because
No.
she's mood swings.
Jaya, teenager is like a caterpillar, like who is out of the cocoon. And teenage starts
Yeah,
at 8, 9, 10 years. And the cocoon,
yeah,
the shell, the caterpillar breaks is the parenting.
yeah, ma'am.
The parents
And
whole, yeah. So the parent has problem, no? Because the
too much,
yeah, because
too
the
much.
child is a teenager is breaking the cocoon. And now because it is
Yeah,
going to
ma'am.
be an adult, they
Yeah,
feel
ma'am.
energetic, while mentally they are not having that right wrong center. The right wrong center in a child, it develops at 19, 20 years of age. Till that time, the child is vulnerable for decision making. That is why
Ma'am,
parents
and
role is very important.
she's very curious, making lie sentences, truth sentences, where to just stop and just think what she want exactly, and the way she is, mood swings, and when I cry, she take a good feeling, which you told that I have to explain you. When I cry, she hugged me, she give me water, she take care of like small, baby, don't cry, I'm with you, be strong, let the world what they want to speak, but I'm with you, just chill, just chill. After 10 minutes, if I say, do this, meko nahi karna, I don't want to do anything. So, teenage is very, very
Yeah, challenging.
mismatching.
Yeah, challenging.
Too
But
much.
yeah, I know that. So because I work with teenagers and youth, Jaya, I want to tell you, how many
Yes, ma'am.
people, when you tell your children, get me a glass of water, or please pass my
Mm.
laptop, go to the other room and please give me my pen, get me that stationery, they go and do it. Raise your hand. Be honest. Okay, Jaya.
Sometimes, but sometimes not.
Sometimes. Children, and you, were you doing it in your childhood?
Yeah, ma'am, because that was our childhood. Today's childhood is not
So,
childhood. It's like, annoying,
yeah,
irritated.
because see, they are like they are in a technology world. They know, and their school also is coaching them. Especially you have logged in from Dubai, is it?
Yeah, ma'am.
So do the school teach the children that if the parents are in a certain way, they have to dial a certain number?
No, ma'am. Even I gone to her school and I say ki I write a mail also. I talk to the supervisor ki I need a good counselor from school, because from school they just give a complimentary so that they can
Yeah,
handle in the school like teachers or friends. But over here I don't get any good teachers. Sorry to say. Sorry to share, if you don't
yeah.
mind.
See, actually,
I
teachers, everybody. I have Indian data. I don't have UAE data, but only
okay.
7% of the teachers in India have passionately
Mm.
become teachers. Rest,
Yeah,
it is
ma'am.
majburi.
Yeah.
This is data. Can you
Absolutely.
see what kind of like the quality of people we are having as teachers? Because they are not well paid also. While
Yeah.
teacher is
But in
equivalent to a
UAE,
doctor, yeah.
they paid very nicely. I can say
But
this
but
because
still it is less. We will see. It is not so much. A kindergarten
yeah,
teacher,
let it
let
be.
us, yeah,
Let let it be. But I
yeah.
want to share this to you.
So
She
can
is very
everybody?
curious.
That's good. Actually, every child is born curious. Curiosity is your right brain ability. And the school system is actually, parents, please come out of this frame today in this session. This will be a very big takeaway. The academic is your left brain, logic is your left brain. If you are training your children just to memorize and to academically, sound, you are missing on the 75% right brain parenting. You need to learn the right brain parenting, which is emotional parenting, because in this planet Earth, anything which has come as good for mankind has come from the right brain, out of the box idea. It has not come from logic memorizing. And even the people who are logically very good, academically good, ultimately they are working under the right brain people. And here in the right brain, if I will add, right brain includes the spiritual quotient, the emotional quotient, the creative quotient. So can you see, all of you nowadays school are seeing whether children are writing book writing is a creative aspect. So they are in the resume, or in the school, and they are given marks in universities. So right brain. Mark Zuckerberg thought with his right brain. Elon Musk has done most of his whatever inventions which has changed the world is through right brain. So can you please, this is creative brain, the social emotional ability of a person, also the adversity quotient. Adversity quotient is COVID times. The people who had strong adversity quotient did very well. They build on. And the people who lost, who lost the work and who lost many things, were people who were lower in adversity quotient. And these all can be measured. I was in Indian Army. I was trained in this adversity quotient. They used to give situation like this. So don't solve. Can everybody, where is my pen? Everybody write. Don't solve problems for your children. Be a partner in their problem solving, starting from this 4 years of age, 2 years of age. Observe your child. Ask your child questions. If something very important, which is life threatening, then you correct the child or have that child experience. So can all of you see that your child needs, I'm repeating, acceptance, then respect and love. This is the triangle. And your child needs you to work on your patterns. I hope all of you have written the top 3 overwhelming patterns of yours, because I don't think we will cover it today. We will do a part 2 session wherein we will see the rest 3, the patterns, and also we will see the solution, the how to get over these patterns. I think the first step is to identify your patterns. That is, we will do in today's session. And I hope I will ask you how much value did you get out of 10, because even we need to know how this session made sense to you or not, because we are working on our own self. I am working, my team is also working to give you more. So Kiran Bansal, I think you joined late, is it?
Yes, ma'am. I joined late. Extremely
How
sorry. Actually, I was in other session.
So how much
Yes, ma'am.
time did you hear?
Since last half an hour,
Okay,
around
okay. So
9:30.
yeah. So can you please tell us, like, what is your blessing of your child? How old is your child and the blessing?
I have 2 children. My elder one is 21 years and my younger one is 13 plus. And both children are blessing for me. My elder child is very calm, quiet. He's very intelligent also. And he's very adjustable, very flexible. He always support in all the situations. But yes, being into the more into academics, he doesn't take much interest in the household work. While my other child is totally opposite. He's more into life work. He's always there in COVID times for household work, for kitchen work. for everything, even for grocery purchasing, market का plan करना है, bill बनाना है, सामान खरीद के लेके आना है. So he's after me. So he's just like my right hand. So both children are great blessings for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. And when Kiran is sharing that her children are just opposite, can you see your children are opposite to each other? I can see in my life that my two children are just opposite. And here by default, I'm not judging you, but you have to check whether are you doing comparison. I worked with a 19-year-old boy, and he told me in the working that at all times the elder one was taken as isko to aata hai, go to him, ask him. So now he has become a boy that he does not believe in himself. He says bhaiya will tell me, which is good in some ways, but in most of the ways this child is impacted because of this comparison, unknowingly, unfortunately, mistakenly. So let us not compare our children. Let us accept the way they are. And they have come. God has not given you a defective piece. Let me tell you, it is a complete, like a whole and complete like soul individual is in your house. Sometimes because of comparison, we are not able to see the good points. Like Sumit said, we are not able to see the good side of our child also, mistakenly. So, but can we get aware in this parenting session? No comparison, just the child really feeling that the child is worthy, the child is capable, and the child is good enough. 3 words. Who will repeat these 3 words for me now? This is
Child
what your
is
child
worthy,
is.
capable, and yes,
Good
ma'am.
enough. Good
And
enough.
good. Yes, ma'am.
Because this is very important, because these are fears from reptilian brain. The subconscious, the reptilian brain and the mammalian brain, it makes the subconscious. So this is there naturally as self-doubt in children. And 0 to 7 years, your child is in subconscious hypnosis. So you need to really be cautious what you are doing. And it is interesting because you can nurture a genius child with a life purpose. One person shared that my children, they have the life purpose. Such a great share it was.
Ma'am, can I ask
So,
a question?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, like initially, because my experience was totally different. My elder child was completely calm, quiet, settled child. And my other child, after his birth, I observed he was very active. Okay, so initially I used to do comparison. Back of mind, not only me, even every family member. Back of mind, बड़ा वाला तो ऐसा कभी करता ही नहीं था. ठीक है, इवन इसकी बुआ, सब कोई फैमिली में एक अलग बच्चा होता है ना, ओवर एक्टिव, बैठने वाला नहीं, शरारती, naughty. So now that stage has passed, but still I can see the effect. I can see some effect is still there. And back of
In the
mind,
elder one. In the elder one.
in the younger one, not in the
What,
elder one, because
what is the effect?
actually I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
My
So what is the effect?
family is also, there are so many teachers. So the more focus was on the academics. तो बच्चा
Okay.
स्टार्टिंग में कम
Okay.
बैठता है, कम बैठता है था, कम करता था. तो कहीं ना कहीं बैक ऑफ माइंड वो थोड़ा बहुत रहता था. ठीक है. However, now over last 8 years, I have changed completely. Now social quotient, intelligence, emotional skills, communication skills. Now focus has completely changed, and my younger one has also improved a lot. He's a very, very good chef. Another so many things he's doing independently. Okay.
Yeah. So he's a
The
right
elder one
brain
is
person.
yes. The
What
elder
I'm
one is
sensing.
not.
The elder one is a
Yes.
left brain person. Right?
Yes.
And see, but for Kiran ma'am, you are a teacher. Which is more powerful if I compare? Which is more powerful, the brain, left or right?
Ma'am, what I think, the children should be whole brain thinker. Okay,
Whole,
both
yeah,
brains are in a whole brain thinker.
both
Okay,
whole brain
we
thinker
can't
is
say
good.
because
Yeah,
we Indians we used to write with right hand, so automatically our left hand develops more. In fact, I used to do some exercises, my eldest son also, जिसमें हम लोग दोनों हाथों से भी लिखने की प्रैक्टिस कराते to make children ambidextrous so that they become whole brain thinker.
yeah.
ठीक है, दोनों brain के अपने
let
अपने
me,
functions हैं.
but friends, let me tell you one thing, which is very important. You need to focus more on right brain, because already the education system presently
Yes,
and the
yes,
default mode, the attention is going to the left brain. And now let me give you a news that Mark Zuckerberg, no, this Elon Musk is going to come with a brain chip. Do you know right now all the jobs, content writer, advocates, and many things are really changing drastically. So brain chip, once he launches in the market, then the education system will not be around memorizing and taking exams. In many places, the exam system has been stopped because education system is not to judge actually who is first, who is second, and who is a good brain. I am very sorry. This is actually, we have undergone a very different and it has impact on us. We feel, yeah, Jaya, you want to say something?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
actually today's
ma'am,
generation is not for studies. They are just for, Insta, society, what is social media. They don't study. Today's generation and older generation is so different. We can see
Yeah,
R also. If
but
one antenna was there now, so we should learn many things. But today generation, if we teach now, they show the eyes and they insult quickly. They don't see the world. Let them speak. I don't care. They are just
yeah,
judging themselves.
because see, today's generation is more practical, so we find them more selfish, and they have
Yeah,
learned
ma'am.
from us only the social media. If I will say, all the people who are here in the screen are gadget addicted, including me. We don't have
Agree.
any. So where are our children learning this from? Mistakenly, this mistake has happened. At the time when there should be, the house should be without gadgets, I think, that time, everybody in the corner of the house is at night busy with their scrolls. And elders, they say it is work. And for children, we say it is waste of time, including me. So we need to work on it because technology is artificial intelligence. So they are actually psychologically working on us because there is a hormone which is released in us. That is why we like doing it. And mostly in social media or with artificial intelligence, the other side computer is serving us. It is on yes mode. And when we come back to the real world, the parents say no, our children say no to us, so we are unhappy and we feel rejected. Because one of the design of the brain is righteousness. We want to be right. That is why this is design of the brain. We will speak sometime. So now I have to end the session. It is 90 minutes already over, and thank you so much for being here. And you were great. And you have to give takeaways in your way. The people who give video testimonies, what they learned, 1, 2, 3, we have given you a format. We are going to give you a closed one more session. That is your live session, a problem solving group session. This is extra, which we will be doing with you. Those
Jai
people who
Mati.
those people who cannot do the video thing, give us an audio and give us the write up in the stress pilot, because so many people read it and then we send them the recording of such sessions. तो how much marks, अपूर्व द्विवेदी, आज आपको कितनी वैल्यू मिली 10 में से? हमारा भी ट्रेनिंग डेवलपमेंट है, तो आप बस नंबर बताइए. अपूर्वा जी, you have to unmute and speak. How much value out of 10? We are also into training and development, working on our own self. Apurv Dwivedi, okay, I think he's somewhere. Nilima ji, how much value out of 10? Nilima ji, can you hear me?
8 out of 10.
Okay. And Prakash ji?
Yeah, ma'am.
Prakash ji is there? No. Okay. Digambar ji, how much value out of 10?
8.
And Jaya, Jaya
Yeah.
Abhichandani, how much value out of 10?
9. Actually, I was unmute. Sorry. 9.
9. Okay, thank you so much. And Sumit?
Yeah, actually, the topic today is a bit heavy to sink in. So, so I feel, I am not in the right frame to give the value. Though, I mean, it is a lot to, I mean, that I have also written, I have taken few screenshots also. So I'll go through it and then I'll, in the takeaway, I will mention.
Please share,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, Sumit,
Yeah.
actually, this session is really heavy because this is our life. Kiran Bansal, 10. शिव गोदारा जी, how आपको कितना वैल्यू लगा आज 10 में से? Please be honest because you are also
7 marks.
7. And Manisha Khandelwal ji?
Ma'am, I was very late.
Okay. And Vrinda?
Ma'am, I think you did a good job, ma'am. You've covered some important aspects of thinking patterns in detail, but for the parents' point of view, it is heavy to digest because it's too content driven and a
No,
lot of.
because it's the truth also. That's
So
why.
it
It
is.
is truth driven.
Yes, and introspection is more of for the parent to sit and analyze. You give the instructions here, but to transformation should happen in us. So always, I feel you're doing a good job because the kind of value and money we are paying and the effort you're putting is unmatchable. Thank you so much. You ten.
So we would love to have you speak this at video testimony because this is the way we are building community. And actually, I will tell you, the people who join the silver membership, later they do PhD with gold membership in fear and self-doubt and relationship mastery. And then in the diamond membership, this is the later part I'm just sharing with you, they become coaches because your child needs a coach, somebody who can be just like Nahid. And I'm working on myself daily. Somebody who is like Lata ma'am, who is working on herself daily, and it is not easy for her. If I will show you her checklist, madam, you were showing something to all of them, and we will put in the group also how do they manage their mood and thought. We will send you some worksheets, but I doubt
Ma'am,
whether
can you
you
share the checklist in the group also? How
see the
to
check.
make those checklists, how to work on them? Because
Ma'am,
in daily life, we are making all the checklists in our brain. We're not doing the work systematically on the
yeah,
paper.
Kiran ma'am, for this you need to undergo a professional training. So because your checklist is different than Lata ma'am. Your child is different.
Yes, that I got
So,
it. That I got
so,
it. But
so you are requested to take our silver membership. She will tell you more about it. So for
It
1 year,
works.
1 month,
Checklist works.
you get coaching and you get 1 year practice of that. Okay, so 1 year is a very good period to work with a coach who is hand holding you. And it is not, we are not here to charge so much. See, our intention is when you join a paid membership, you come into a closer group. You are a committed parent. See, so many parents committed that they will come today, 20 of them. But see how many are there? Can you count on fingers? And we
But
really,
15 have come.
yeah, 13, 15, yeah. Thank you so much for being, you are here. And very soon this room is going to increase because we are going to start our paid ads. So paid ads are like people who are committed. See, there is a difference between interested in parenting and committed in parenting. So committed in parenting will hold our hand, will come into a more, a more pressure cooker. Ki, madam, you please grill me. Ma'am, you please roast us. Because this is uh, this is actually a beautiful work because you create relationships out of it. I have done that. Okay. So who is in us? How much value did you get out of 10? You have a 2-year-old.
Well, actually, I joined late, so I didn't catch the session from the beginning. So I was like a little bit lost in the beginning, but يعني
Enough?
at the end,
Hmm.
yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Were
Yes.
you able to understand my English? Were you
I didn't
able to
understand.
understand my spoken English?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay, because after Sumit's feedback, I am trying to keep the session slow. That is why I did not complete my session today. The part 2 we
Yeah.
will complete in the next Thursday. The pattern by then, remain in the group. Please come in the next session, identify your patterns, because I would be actually then giving you solutions. So thank you everybody that you are here, and I've taken so much time. I want to promise you that next time we will finish the session in time. This is my promise to you, because this is a discussion which will go on, and you are invited to please come with your spouse so that you get the 100% of it. So thank you all once again. A lot of blessings, my heartfelt good wishes,
Thank you
and
so
really
much,
thank
ma'am.
you for being here. See you next Thursday, 7 p.m.
Thank
UAE
you.
time,
Thank you.
8:30
Thank you
India time.
Thank you very much. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.